Honey has now reportedly lost millions of users since accusations that it scammed both creators and consumers went mega viral a few weeks ago while the show was on hiatus. Right, so if you don't know, Honey is a free browser extension owned by PayPal that automatically searches for coupon codes when you're shopping online and applies them to your card so you can save some cash. It sounds great. It's been popular for a long time. Tons of creators promoted it over the years. But then, boom, we see this video get posted by a creator by the name of Megalag in December, alleging that Honey was scamming creators by essentially hijacking their affiliate revenue. Because when you click a link from a creator to buy a product, the creator is supposed to get a commission off that, or at least get credit for referring you to the site, and the site knows how the customer wound up there in the first place. But in Megalag's video, he claimed that Honey took that money by putting in its own tracking link at the last second to steal credit, even if it didn't offer a coupon. And then on top of that, Megalag also alleged that Honey dupes consumers by not finding coupon codes or not offering the best coupon code available. Now with that, at the time, PayPal tried to shut down those claims, saying that it follows industry rules. But you had the allegations blowing up, creators talking about it left and right, people like MKBHD, who had previously had videos sponsored by Honey, now warning people against it. But then all of that leading to massive YouTuber and lawyer Legal kicking off the year by announcing a class action lawsuit against PayPal, right, with him posting a video doubling down on Megalag's claims and saying,
I believe that Honey lied to consumers about what it offered. And I believe that Honey lied to creators about what it was doing. And perhaps the worst part about all of this is that Honey, now owned by PayPal, allegedly made creators the unwitting accomplices in stealing from their own pocketbooks. Think about how insidious this all was. Honey spent tens of millions of dollars, maybe even hundreds of millions of dollars, sponsoring some of the most beloved and successful creators on the planet. Honey allegedly seeded those audiences with their extension. And that extension probably stayed on their audience's browsers like a sleeping leech, waiting for the viewer to conduct a transaction. And thus, forever after, the creator's future sponsorships and future affiliate relationships and advertisements were devalued now that the creator's audience was infected.
Right, so you had Legal alleging that if you are a creator who has ever used an affiliate link or a sponsorship, he believes that it is possible that Honey has swooped in on your revenue, even if you have never even heard of Honey. And so he and other lawyers have taken legal action and filed a lawsuit, which is seeking class action status on behalf of creators. But then in a statement to The Verge yesterday, you had PayPal's VP of Corporate Communications shooting back against Legal's claims, saying, we dispute the allegations in the lawsuits and will defend against them vigorously. Honey is free to use and provides millions of shoppers with additional savings on their purchases whenever possible. Honey helps merchants reduce cart abandonment and comparison shopping while increasing sales conversion. And finally saying, Honey follows industry rules and practices, including last click attribution, which is widely used across major brands. But there, you had The Verge explaining the lawsuit does acknowledge that last click attribution is standard, but it argues that Honey used that practice in a deceitful way. And then also with that, you had attorney Tom, who is part of the suit, putting out a video further explaining some of the details on it yesterday, noting among other things that right now this class action only represents creators, not consumers, and a class action for consumers is potentially unlikely.
Consumers, as a part of signing up for Honey, did agree to an arbitration agreement and a class action waiver, meaning we probably couldn't bring a class action on behalf of consumers. Although I say probably, I reserve the right to change my mind. That doesn't mean they don't have a claim. It just means that if there is a claim, they have to go to an individualized arbitration. That is something that could potentially transpire.
But I will say he did also add that right now, he doesn't know if that'll happen because he's focused on creator claims, not consumer ones. But also with this, that is not where today's news on this ends, because there are now reports that Honey has lost 3 million users since all this backlash and the allegations started unfolding. With those reports seeming to rely on the Wayback Machine, because if you go to November, before all this came out, the Chrome Web Store reportedly said Honey had 20 million users. But now when you look at it, it says 17 million. And while it's only 15% of its users, that's still a huge chunk. And so for now, it's a waiting game. We're gonna have to see where these allegations and the lawsuit take us and what else we learn from here and if there's even more fallout.